What's going on, everybody? It's your man Quasi here, and I'm bringing you the Conscious Podcast, the podcast where we discuss all things spirituality, healing, and any other intersection that happens to raising our higher vibration. So today we're going to talk a little bit about this thing called EFT tapping. You might have seen people singing affirmations, sending affirmations to their loved ones, saying affirmations to their self, all types of things like that. This is in that same line, and it adds this technique where you start to open up different channels in the body. Now, I wasn't really too familiar with the phrase EFT tapping when I first experienced it, but upon some further research, I realized this is something that is really connected with the Chinese meridian points, something that I learned in the acupressure school that I was a part of. So what's really cool about this EFT tapping is it taps on these points, and these points are just these little tiny dots that live in the body. It stimulates them and wakes them up and allows your blood flow. It helps reduce anxiety, helps reduce stress, helps reduce a ton of these things. Now, there's like a cajillion different meridian points in the body. So, you could almost just touch yourself anywhere and you could find some type of reaction with these points. But I realized that there's a few specific ones that are happening with this EFT tapping. It's the side of the hand, top of the head, it's the eyebrows, it's the side of the eyes, the corner of the mouth, underneath the nose, the chin, the collarbone, and even underneath your arms. Now, I wasn't too familiar when I first recorded my EFT technique. I just was tapping places that felt good. So when you hear this recording, you might, switch up some of the places that you've tapped as we get into the actual meditation itself. However, the words are really important, that you find yourself actually speaking the words out, actually feeling your vibration with these words. Because, words have power to them. They literally have a vibration to them. And to hear your own self speaking out these powerful truths can do something to the body as you're also stimulating these meridian channels. So I hope you enjoy. Feel free to share with a friend or subscribe or however you found this. Just make sure it gets to the next person as we go through EFT tapping, this emotional freedom technique. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Quasi here, and I'm bringing you some affirmations to help clear overthinking and reaffirm your space in this world. If these words that I speak resonate with you, allow yourself to say them out loud so that you can hear your own voice reverberating these vibrations. Let's start with a breath together, relaxing the forehead, the shoulders, and the jaw. If there's any air you can exhaust out, just clear it out and get really, really empty. And then follow your breath. One big sigh. Let the sides of your hands, the pinky sides, tap into each other so that you feel the sides of your wrist bumping into each other, as well as the pinky fingers. You can say this to yourself: I am whole. I am whole. I am whole. Start to tap the fronts of the wrist together. I am complete. I am complete. I am complete. I am complete. Start to tap the inside and the outside of the wrist together, the inside and the outside of the wrist together. I am connected. I am connected and loving. I'm taking time for myself. I'm taking time for myself. Good. Take one of your wrists and start to tap up your arm towards your inner elbow. You can tap up and down here. Move intuitively. I'm doing something that is good for me. It feels good to do something for myself. If you haven't already done so, use your opposite wrist to tap your inner arm. I enjoy time with myself. I enjoy time with myself. I learn more about myself each and every day. You can start to take your hands and tap the rib cage and underneath the arms. Use the tip of your fingers. You can tap the front of your collarbones, your clavicle, chest, shoulder area. Just explore with the hands. Give the body a little bit of a tapping sensation throughout. I am learning new things about myself each and every day. Good. Take your hands, tap underneath the jaw, the back of the neck, all the way up the neck to the top of your head. Tapping the top of the head and then tapping to the space between your eyebrows, tapping the skull, the third eye center. Tapping it out. Tap the sides of your temple. Tap your jawline. Tap down to your chin. And remind yourself to breathe. I can feel the flow of my energy. I am connected to the flow of my breath. Hands might relax. I feel the flow of my energy. I am connected to the flow of my breath. Breathing in, I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. If you notice nothing, then this is a great sign. If you notice thoughts arising, then this is stress leaving the body. Final affirmation here. I am courageous enough to look within. I am at peace with what I find. I am courageous enough to look within. I am at peace with what I find. Thank you.